delivers up to 30 hours of wear. My brain is still recovering. This did not go as I expected. Hi guys, welcome to Emmarie Lane, where my goal is to find you the best beauty products for the best prices. And today we're going to be battling the original Maybelline Super Stay Concealer versus the brand new Super Stay Activewear. Now, I haven't tried the original one, so I'm very unbiased on which one I will prefer. So let's get into it. And side note, if you can't tell by my voice, I'm getting over a cold, so I'm still a little stuffy, feeling a lot better. I just don't sound like it. I'm sorry that you have to deal with this today, but I was too excited to wait any longer to film this, so we're just gonna deal with it together. I think I'm going to do the original on the right and the new one on the left, starting off with the original so we can get a good baseline. And it was very hard to get my hands on this. A bunch of random shades were sold out, especially in the lighter range, you know, like myself. So these won't exactly match. I got the original one in the shade Fair 10 and the Activewear in the shade, oh, it says 10. I remember not being able to find the exact shade. I don't know. My brain is still recovering from being sick, so guys can tell that I was not feeling good. I'm just gonna start with a little bit, and if I need more, I'll add more, but these full coverage concealers tend to not need a ton. According to Ulta's website, it says the Maybelline Super Stay Full Coverage Under Eye Concealer transforms the look of tired eyes. Instantly wipe out dark circles. It is a lightweight full coverage concealer that is waterproof, transproof, smudge resistant, and lasts up to 24 hours. The paddle applicator blends this high coverage, lightweight, full coverage concealer and lasts up to 24 hours. The paddle applicator blends this high coverage concealer into the skin seamlessly for an even finish. And it goes for $5.99 at Ulta, so it is definitely one of their cheaper options. That's really cheap, especially for Ulta. Not bad, not bad. I have really dark outer edges, so I'm gonna try to cover this up a little bit better. Oh, there we go. I also want to do it on my acne because I don't care if it's just meant for under eyes. We're experimenting. This is an experiment day, and I've been breaking out a lot more lately, which I hate, but you know, at least we get to try things out. Okay, that did an awesome job covering up the acne, although it is a lot more healed than like new. It's not a super hard thing to do, but it's still doing a good job. Let's see if I did a good job shade matching. Hold on. Wiping off the finger, getting off all the concealer. There you go. According to Amazon, the Maybelline Super Stay Active Wear Concealer delivers up to 30 hours of wear in full coverage. That is matte. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. It is a long-lasting concealer that wipes out dark circles. Repeating yourself, Maybelline? Really? Just kidding. The full coverage concealer looks and feels like a second skin. Wow. That's lightweight, breathable, and comfortable. That's all I want in a concealer. Plus, its Comfort Curve Flex applicator makes it easy to apply evenly. Okay, it's transfer and sweat resistant, dermatologist tested, allergy tested, and vegan. I didn't know it was vegan. Wow, that's cool. Maybelline stuff normally isn't vegan, so right? I'm pretty sure. And on Amazon, which tends to be one of the cheaper places to get makeup, it is $11.99. So it is definitely more up there in price. But it's probably because it's new. Okay, I know I look crazy. With how things are looking, normally I don't use powder or primer or setting spray or anything when I'm testing out stuff. I am going to use this tiniest bit of hydrating powder because of how dry my under eyes are already looking. I just don't want my eyes to be completely dried up in about an hour, which is what it's looking like is gonna happen. Look, I have a little tail. Tuck that back in. I didn't use any primer beforehand, and I'm not gonna use any setting spray. Oh my goodness, my sick nose. But I just know that it's not gonna end well just by the look of things, and never ever does. I'm gonna put powder on. Well, actually, let me give you a look of what it's looking like right now. I'm gonna put powder on, do the rest of my makeup, and I will be right back. I think my brain still hasn't recovered all the way because I just realized I didn't use concealer on this acne. Just, oh my goodness. You just gotta ignore how I'm acting today. I can't think straight. It's fine. Ugh. It is currently 11:25, and this is what the makeup looks like. So underneath my eyes, I don't see that much of a difference when it comes to coverage. Yes, there's still some dark showing through. Unless I use like a color correcting concealer or I use color corrector underneath my concealer's not going to cover every single percent of darkness underneath my eyes. That's just, I haven't found a concealer that does that 100%, that doesn't have color correcting abilities. And this does not. Like by the shade, I can tell it's not a peach undertone, and I couldn't get a peach undertone. So even with with the setting powder, it's kind of settling underneath my lines, like on both sides, not gonna lie, not the worst thing ever. And if it doesn't get worse, it's not the end of the world. It is a more drying formula. Both of them are. They're matte. Like, if you have dry under eyes, automatically this might not be the best option for you when it comes to under eyes. Acne-wise, did a great job. Not gonna complain about that. I will say the new activewear is thinner than the original one. It has more of a watery formula. This one has more of a creamy formula. So if there's a preference there, just let that be known. But now I'm gonna go about my day. I'm gonna do a check-in halfway throughout the day. I'm still on my not feeling great schedule, so it's not gonna be in natural lighting, but we'll still do a check-in halfway through the day, and I'll try to make it be not in as much studio light so you can really see it. Okay, it has been 6 hours since I've got my makeup on, and this is what things are looking like. You can see this is it right here on this side. It was really sad. I hate how close this is to my eye. It's really annoying. But that's totally uncovered. A lot of acne on this side is not looking too hot. I feel like the actual under eyes though, they look exactly the same. There's not even a kind of the same. They look the same that they did this morning, where they were a little bit dry, but nothing horrible. It's really the acne where you see the biggest difference. The activewear really like eats up the dry patches on top of my acne and like makes me not feel good. This I did not cover up because it wasn't that bad this morning. Obviously, it's taken a journey since this morning. But, like, the acne on my chin doesn't look nearly as bad, or around my mouth. So like under eyes wise, they're about the same. But I can tell you right now, and this spot right here too, this is not the best for acne. Unless your zits don't get like dry at all. They stay oily until they're disappeared, which I've never experienced that myself. But my skin might be special. That wouldn't shock me. It's 12:48. There's that thing right there. I'm gonna be honest, this did not go as I expected. Acne on the original side, again, ignore this thing. Like I said, I didn't cover it up. It's gotten worse throughout the day. It's been very amazing. But this side is a lot more covered up than the activewear side. This is horrible. These are not the best. These are meh. They could be worse. But the activewear side creased a lot more within the last 7 hours than the original did. The original did crease a little bit more, but this side's a lot worse. And so I'm gonna say, if you have this and you like it, just stick with it. Don't get the new one. If you're like, but I want the vegan formula, I want to try the vegan formula, where is it? Get this instead. This is the Wet n Wild Incognito full coverage. This is vegan, right? I had to double check. I didn't want to tell you wrong because I was almost positive all their products are vegan, but this is at least. I don't know if all of them are, but this is at least. Get this instead. It has better coverage. It's not just drying. It's like barely drying at all, if any. If I use a hydrating primer, there's nothing wrong with that at all. So get this instead, and it's cheaper. It's a lot cheaper. If you like this, stick with this. If you want to try this, get this instead. But honestly, I don't really like either of these. I would much rather use this, or even the e.l.f. Camo Concealer I kind of prefer over this, which sounds bad. I'm sorry if you love it. Speaking of vegan products, have you heard about the new e.l.f. setting spray? They have a stay all day and a stay all night now. I compared the two. If you want to check out that video, you can click right here. I'll link everything I talked about in the description box below, including the Wet n Wild. Those links are affiliate links, so I do get a small percentage of the profits if you use my link to buy the product, but it does not affect you in any way. I love you guys so much. Don't ever forget that you are enough. Bye. Mwah.